Most people think a mortgage broker's job is simply to get you the cheapest rate. And if you're buying a home to live in, that might be enough. But if your goal is building long-term wealth through property investing, the conversation needs to go far beyond just products, rates, and repayments. Because the reality is, the structure of your lending strategy can impact your financial position for decades. That's why there's a massive difference between using a standard mortgage broker and partnering with an investment lending specialist. A standard broker will often focus on getting a loan approved today. An investment lending specialist focuses on where you're trying to be in 5, 10, or 20 years' time. We're not just asking, how do we get this deal done? We're asking, how do we structure this properly so it helps you continue building wealth over the long term? That includes things like preserving borrowing capacity for future investments, structuring debt strategically between personal and investment purposes, avoiding common mistakes that can limit future flexibility, understanding cash flow and risk management, planning for future purchases before they happen, ensuring clients don't overextend themselves financially, and helping clients use debt as a strategic tool rather than something to fear. Because contrary to what a lot of people think, successful property investing is not just about buying assets. It's about managing finance strategically over time. I've seen investors with strong incomes and great assets completely stall their portfolio growth because their lending was structured poorly from the beginning. And on the flip side, I've seen clients on ordinary incomes build significant wealth because they had the right strategy, the right structure, and the right long-term guidance. That's the difference. An investment lending specialist should be someone who partners with you through the journey, not someone who disappears after settlement. Your financial position changes over time. Markets change, interest rates change, policies change, your goals change. So your lending strategy needs to evolve with you. A big part of what we do is helping clients make smart financial decisions today that keep doors open tomorrow. Sometimes that means helping a client invest. Sometimes it means telling them not to buy yet because the timing, structure, or cash flow doesn't make sense. Good strategic advice isn't about pushing debt. It's about helping clients borrow money for the right reasons and in a way that aligns with their long-term goals. And importantly, investing isn't just about getting approved for a loan. It's about building a team around you. That's why we work closely with accountants, buyers, agents, financial advisors, and property professionals to help clients make informed decisions. Because no single decision exists in isolation. A poor lending structure can impact tax outcomes. It can impact future borrowing capacity. It can impact cash flow and lifestyle flexibility. These are the conversations that often get missed when the focus is purely on what's the cheapest rate today. Now, don't get me wrong, pricing absolutely matters, but a slightly lower interest rate won't compensate for poor long-term strategy if it limits your ability to build wealth in the future. The clients who tend to achieve the best long-term outcomes are usually the ones who take a strategic approach from the beginning. They understand that lending is not just transactional, it's a key part of wealth creation when managed correctly. And that's ultimately the role of an investment lending specialist. Not just to help you get a loan approved, but to help you build a long-term strategy around debt, cash flow, flexibility, and future opportunities so you can continue progressing toward your financial goals over time.